Hi, and welcome back. We made it to lesson 10. In the last lesson, you learned about unwritten contracts or assumptions in relationships. You'll now explore some gender differences between physical and emotional intimacy. Let's start with what's important. Is it physical or emotional intimacy? What would you say? It is one of the ironies of modern life that many couples today are living together as complete strangers or worse, in great unhappiness. The data on divorce led us to conclude that intimate relationships have been falling apart for quite some time. Unfortunately, for many of us, this is no surprise. The historical truth is that couples have never learned reliably how to sustain pleasure in intimate relationships, and sadly, it never mattered so much as it does now. Today, we have the luxury of living in splendid isolation. Unlike more primitive cultures, most Americans no longer live as part of a large family or community where we develop a sense of comfort and safety, a network of people to confide in, to feel at home with. I believe this is why some have been drawn into cults and other unhealthy situations, the need to feel a part of a bonded community. There is a sense of being at home emotionally as well as physically. Our culture provides for meeting all other needs, especially the need for autonomy, but not for intimacy. But not for intimacy. Within this framework, couples today must provide for each other more of the emotional needs that a larger community used to furnish. Compounding the wide-scale deprivation of intimacy we actually experience, our cultural talent for commercialization has separated out sex from intimacy. In fact, intimacy involves both emotional and physical closeness and openness, but we wind up confusing the two and end up feeling betrayed or used when this happens. We fail to satisfy our need for closeness in sex. Shifts in our general views about what makes life worth living have also contributed to a new demand for intimacy. For many generations, the answer could be found in a productive life of work and service in which the reward of happiness would be ours in heaven. That belief has broken down. People want happiness here and now, and they want it most in their intimate relationships. But couples today are struggling with something new, a kind of evolution to build relationships based on genuine feelings of equality. As a result, we are without role models for the very relationships we need. And it was rare for many in our generation to have had parents that effectively modeled intimacy for us. Most were too busy trying to survive. Intimacy is not just a psychological thing, it's based on a deep biological need. Through my work, I've discovered what's missing for many today. People need support and affection, the opportunity to express the range and intensity of their emotions. Without support, we are challenged to discover our depth of need and pain. Because of my work, I have closely observed the interactions of hundreds of couples. I have come to recognize that most of what goes wrong in a relationship stems from hurt feelings and not knowing what to do with hurt feelings. The disappointment couples experience is based on misunderstanding and misperception. We choose a partner hoping for a source of affection, love, and support, and more than ever, a best friend. Finding such a partner is a wonderful and ecstatic experience, and many today see such a pursuit as unrealistic. Today, We have accepted that it's delusional and we don't get all that we had hoped for in a male or female. So just be happy with what you got. After the initial infatuation wears off, we start to notice he didn't do that just right. She didn't welcome me home the way she always does. She was too busy with something else. Maybe she didn't even look up when you entered the room. But we don't have the skills to work out the disappointments that occur, the disappointments, big and little, then determine the future course of the relationship. Can you see that? Either in your current relationship or a past dating relationship? If first there is an illusion and then disillusion, what follows is confusion. Illusion, disillusion, confusion. There is a great deal of unhappiness as each partner struggles to get the relationship to be what each of them needs or wants it to be. One partner will be telling the other what to do. One may be placing in the expectation that he or she will eventually be rewarded by the other. Each partner uses his or her own familiar personal communication style. Over this disappointment, the partners erect defenses against each other. They become guarded with each other. They stop confiding in each other. They then wall off parts of themselves and withdraw emotionally from the relationship, often into other activities or even worse, other relationships. They can't talk without blaming, so they stop talking. They may be afraid that the relationship will never change, but may not even know what they are afraid of. There is so much chaos that there is usually despair and depression. One partner may actually leave. Both may decide to stay with it, but can't function. They may choose to stay together, but live together in an emotional divorce, doing what I like to call racking up the numbers. We've been together 25 years. We've been together 35 years, 40, 50, 55. And now you're just in a place in life where you're thankful that you stayed together, thankful that you worked through. But did you work through? I have developed an effective way to help them arrive at a relationship they can both be happy with. That way is the foundation of these next lessons. So don't shortcut the process, no peeking. It will be worth it in the long run. Stay the course, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.